Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about Ireland, how to get a job in Ireland, how to apply for the visa, and how to get the employment permit on Ireland Department of Business, Enterprise and Innovation website. But before I start this video, let me quickly give you guys a little introduction about Ireland. Ireland is a country in northwestern Europe, occupying 26 of 32 countries of the island of Ireland. The capital and largest city is Dublin, which is located on the eastern side of the island. The following are few among reasons why you should make Ireland your country of residence. Are you convinced enough to make Ireland your country of residence without a job offer, without an employment permit, or you don't know how to process your visa? Please stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Do you need a job from Ireland and you're not from European Economic Area (EEA)? You will need to secure an employment permit and also check if your occupation is not among the list of ineligible occupation for an employment permit from Irish Department of Business and Enterprise Innovation, because you will not get an employment permit for this job. To be successful, you will need a good level of spoken English and written. Being fluent in another language can also be a real advantage for work with multinational companies. Those with skills in the technology, science, finance, HR, and health areas are in high demand in Irish. And also know that if you're looking for a job, you have to prepare your CV. It should include your personal contact details, employment history, details about your relevant skills, and arrange for references. Ensure that this CV is in Irish format. Once you've been offered a job, you will need to apply for an Irish Personal Public Service (PPS) number, which is a unique number that government bodies use to identify you. You will need to give this number to your employer as soon as possible so that they can advise the revenue commissioners for your tax deduction. You may also need it when setting up a bank account or accessing public services. You cannot apply for this PPS number before you arrive in Ireland. You will need to go to your local Department of Social Website Protection and complete an application. If you are not an Irish, you will need to provide the following document: non-European or European Economic Area current passport, European or European Economic Area current passport or national identity card, and finally, proof of address such as household bill with your name on it. Proof of address can be difficult to provide if you've only arrived in Ireland and you immediately commence employment. In this case, your employer may apply on your behalf. We will proceed by talking about ways of getting a job in Ireland, which are Irish recruitment agencies, Irish job websites, using social media to find job in Ireland, job advertisement in Irish newspaper, open days and recruitment days in Ireland, volunteering in Ireland. If you travel to Ireland with a job seeker visa, you can obtain help in Ireland from government-funded employment services in Ireland, employment for people from immigrant communities, EPIC in Dublin. For the purpose of this video, we will talk about getting a job in Ireland through Irish job website, since we've not yet gotten to Ireland, so it will be easier getting a job online. So there are several websites offering not only employment opportunities but also provide lots of great advice about tailoring your cover letter, CV for Irish market, as well as interview tips. The rate at which employers choose to advertise job opportunities online over the traditional newspaper is increasing every passing day. And I have got few Irish employment sites where you guys can get a job in Irish from a foreign country, which are as follows. If you try all these employment sites and you're still struggling to get a job in Ireland, then the next best step is to gain work experience by volunteering through Volunteer Ireland. This website does not only post volunteer opportunities from all over Ireland, but it also provides details about how to get the volunteer position you're after. So let's go into visa application by typing Ireland visa application in the search engine. Then you scroll down and find where VFS Global is, click on it. Then after it brings us to this page, scroll down and find where long stay visa is, click on employment. Then it will bring you to this page where you will know all about your visa type and how to apply. Then you scroll down and click on this employment link, since this video is all about employment visa. Then on this page, when you can apply, how to apply, the fee, the guide to supporting documents, and every other thing you need to know about employment visa application will be gotten from this page. The visa application fee for single entry is €60, for multiple entry is €100, and for transit is €25. So let's go back and scroll down to know all about the supporting documents, which are 2-color passport size photograph, your current passport, a signed letter of application including your full contact details, employment permit from the Department of Jobs, Enterprise and Innovation, employment contract if any, letter from employer in Ireland, evidence of qualification and previous work experience, finances, medical and travel insurance, and previous visa refusals. Since we are done with the document requirement, before we click to apply for a visa, let's go to the Department of Job, Enterprise and Innovation website for us to apply for our employment permit. To get to the website, type Department of Business, Enterprise and Innovation in the search engine and click on the URL. Then it will bring you to this page where you have to click on the employment permit, since it is what we are looking for. But like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, I said we are going to talk about critical skilled employment permit, and from here I have to scroll down and click on the critical skilled employment permit. But before then, let's click on the critical skills occupational list for us to know the list of occupation under these critical skills. Let's go back to employment permit page and click on our critical skill employment permit. So here it says the critical skill employment permit replaces the green card type employment permit. The critical skill employment permit is designed to attract highly skilled people into the labor market with the aim of encouraging them to take up permanent residence in the state. This critical skill employment permit is attractive for these following reasons: because the skills are identified as being in short supply, so it does not need a labor market impact test. A permit holder can apply for immediate family reunion from the Irish Naturalization and Immigration Service of the Department of Justice and Equality. Then permit holder may apply with the Irish Naturalization and Immigration Service for the permission to reside and work in the state. You can read through all this information on this page. Then let's go to the eligibility criteria for this permit. Once you've confirmed that your occupation is among the eligible job, then the other requirement is that your salary must be €32,000 per annum. Then there's another criteria which states you must obtain a 2 years job offer in respect of the eligibility occupation from the prospective employer. Then let's go to further criteria which states 50% of the employee in the company must be EEA national, unless the company is a startup companies within 2 years of their establishment. And here are the full details of what is required on the application form, which include a full description of the proposed employment, starting date, annual remuneration excluding bonuses, and information in respect of the qualification, skill, or experience required for the employment. Once all the criteria has been met, we can go to the application process. And in this application process, it is stated that application must be submitted at least 12 weeks before the proposed employment start date. Before you start your application, you can see the critical skill employment permit checklist if you wish. Then let's go to the online employment permit application. Once we've gotten to this page, we'll scroll and click on I'll select employment permit application form from this list. And once it has loaded, we'll have series of forms to click on, but for this video we are talking about critical skill employment permit. And as you can see, we have two types, which is trusted partner and the standard employment. For this trusted partner are those that make a lot of application for their employees, and they hire the service of a third party to make the application process faster. But for this video, we'll click on the standard employer. After clicking, it will bring you to this page where you have to input your passport number, your passport expiring date, your first name and your last name. Then you click on proceed. It will then take you to this page where you have to copy your work ID, because it will allow you to resume work. Without this, you won't be able to resume work. So let's scroll down and start filling our form. This question says who is the applicant, and the next says are you an agent acting for the applicant. So let's go to the next section, which is registration details, and this is just a confirmation you have to click on for the details you just entered. And all this information from this registration details should be asked from your employer for you to know the right information to type in. The most important part of this section is the number of EEA national and non-EEA national working in the company, because it is stated in the criteria for the critical skill employment permit that the number of EEA national working in the company must be 50 or more. So technically, if the number of EEA nationals working in the company is 50, the number of non-EEA nationals working will be 50 as well. Once we are done with the registration details, let's go to the details of foreign nationals, which comprise of the passport number, expiring date, the nationality of the employee, the family name, the sex, the current address, the town, the telephone number, the email address, the highest level of qualification. Basically, all the information you're filling on this page comprises your information as the employee. Once we are done with the details of foreign national, the next thing is to go to details of redundancy, which has to be provided to you by your employer if there has been any case of redundancy in the company. The next thing on this section is the details of employment, which comprises of the title of job, if the job is related to health profession, the regulatory body, the business name and where it is located, which is the address, the proposed period of employment permit, what are the main functions of your job, and if you use any recruitment agency, you have to specify it in the dialog box. The next thing on this section is the details of your salary, which include the gross annual remuneration, the gross annual salary if different from above, gross weekly salary. But since you've not yet resumed work and we've not been given a payment slip, but definitely you would have known what your salary looks like, so you go to Iris salary calculator and type in your salary in this dialog box. So let's say like 30,000 euro. Then after clicking on go, it will bring you all the information you'll be needing to type in your application form. This number 5 should be yes, because definitely there will be a deduction in your salary as per tax, and number of hours of work per week is 39 because it is stated in the eligibility criteria for critical skilled employment permit. So let's go to the next section, which is the final details, and it's asking where to post the original employment permit to and where to post the certified copy of employment permit to. The original should be posted to you and the certified copy should be posted to your employer. So let's go back to the visa application site where we can click to apply for the employment visa. After clicking on the link to apply for a visa, it will take us to this page. All we need to do is just read through the information on the page and scroll down and click on I acknowledge that I have read and understood the information provided on this page. So after clicking, it will automatically bring you to this page where you have to start filling all your information, starting from your type of visa, the reason for your travel, purpose of travel, passport type, and the rest of information. Then again, it will bring you to this page where you have to put your surname, your forename, your other name, your date of birth, country of birth, country of nationality, current location, and your current address, your contact phone, and your contact email address. After clicking on save and continue, it will bring you to this page where you have to copy your unique transaction number. In case if you didn't finish your application, you can always use this unique transaction number to retrieve your application and start from where you stop. So you have to fill on the information on this page as well, and after filling them, you click on save and continue for it to take you to the next page. And this next page asks you about your passport travel document, your travel document type, the expiring date, the issuance date, and if the passport information you input is your first passport. And the next page asks if you're currently employed in your country of residence. If yes, you have to put in all this information, but if no, you go to the next question, which is asking you if you're a student in your country of residence. This question says, will you be traveling with any other person? If yes, you click on yes, but if no, you click on no. The next information you to give is a contact person in Ireland or your host. The question on this page is about your marital status, while the next is about your employment information in Ireland. The final question on this application form is if you receive any assistance while filling the form. If it's yes, you click on yes and put the information of the person that assisted you, but if no, you click on no. Then it will bring you to this page where you have to check this box and you scroll down for you to go through all the information you filled in your form. And if there's any modification you want to make to the information you filled, you have to click on back for it to take you back to the application form and make the modification you want to make. Then you click on save and continue for it to bring you back to the final stage of this form. As we've come to the end of this video, you can leave your question if you have any in the comment section below. All URL to get to all these pages can be found in the description box below. Do you find this video informative? Please give it a thumbs up and share it among your friends. And finally, if you've not subscribed, please consider smashing the subscribe button and hit the bell for you to get notification of every new video I upload on my channel. I will see you guys in my next video.